The closer you look, the less you see. We have heard it million times, but after nearly a decade of waiting, the four horsemen have finally reappeared. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down the 2025 threequel Now You See Me, Now You Don't. This movie brings the original cast and adds a new generation of magicians and pulls off a heist involving blood diamonds, secret siblings and a massive twist you probably didn't see coming. There are massive spoilers ahead. We are going to break down the entire plot, explaining that confusing family tree twist at the end. And let's see if this movie was actually worth the 9-year wait. Let's get into it. The new generation magicians performing street magic, Charlie, Bosco and June. The movie opens by acknowledging the time jump. The horsemen, Atlas, Merritt, Jack and the returning Hanley have been laying low, but the world of magic has evolved. We are introduced to a new trio of Robin Hood style street magicians who are using illusions for a social activism. Charlie, the strategist, Bosco, the sleight of hand expert, June, the tech illusionist. The new trio exposing a crypto scammer using a projection trick. They start by humiliating a corrupt crypto bro, redistributing his wealth to his victims. This catches the attention of the eye and especially Daniel Atlas. Atlas is impressed but also feels threatened by their modern methods. Eventually, the two generations collide. The horsemen are brought out of hiding by a message from the eye, only to find out they have to team up with these kids for a job that is too big for just 4 people. Well, we will talk about Veronica Vanderburg. She is a powerful diamond heiress who presents herself as a philanthropist but is actually laundering money for arms dealers and warlords. Now for the horsemen, mission is steal the heart of Antwerp, a massive, priceless diamond, right out from under her nose during a high security gala in Europe. The dynamic here is fun. You have the old guard, the horsemen, thinking they know best, and the new guard, Charlie's crew, using digital deepfakes and drones instead of traditional mirrors and smoke. They travel to Antwerp, the diamond capital of the world. The heist itself is classic. Now you see the chaos. We get hypnosis, Merritt hypnotizing security guards to fall asleep standing up, cardistry, Jack Wilder throwing cards to disable cameras, the switch, a complicated sequence where they swap the real diamond with a fake made of sugar glass. But of course it's a trap. Veronica isn't stupid. She anticipated the horsemen. Just as they grab the diamond, the exists seal off. The horsemen are captured and placed in a glass box. A callback to the safe in the first movie threatened with droning unless they give up the eye. Now it's time for twist. Here's where the movie pulls its signature. Wait, what just happened? Throughout the movie, Charlie has been acting a bit suspicious, constantly pushing the plan forward even it seemed dangerous. When the horsemen are trapped, Veronica gloats about her victory. Suddenly the glass box doesn't fill with water, it fills with sand. The horsemen vanish. It turns out the entire capture was part of the plan, but the real twist is why they are targeting Veronica. Now it's time for some revelations also. Charlie is not just a random recruit. He steps forward and reveals he is a Veronica's half-brother. Veronica's father, the previous CEO, had a secret second family. He abandoned Charlie and his mother to poverty, while Veronica lived in a luxury built on blood money. Charlie did not just want to steal the diamond, he wanted to destroy her legacy. He spent 15 years planning all this, manipulating the eye to bring the horsemen to him. Even Atlas and the team did not know Charlie's true identity until this moment. Now the grand finale act was a massive public stage in a city square, crowds cheering. Then the final act takes place in Abu Dhabi, where Veronica has fled to her F1 racing team. The horsemen plus the new trio perform one last global illusion. They use a combination of holograms to make it look like a Veronica is confessing to her crimes in the sky. They shatter the heart of Antwerp, which was actually a fake creates by June, into dust, blowing it over the crowd. Veronica is now arrested. Now the horsemen meets at a Charlie hideout where they drink some drinks of Charlie's. The horsemen realizes they can no longer operate as a small unit. They officially induct Charlie, Bosco and June into the order. So the good part was in the movie. Seeing the original cast back together is great. Their chemistry still works. The new generation magicians actually add some cool modern tech elements, drones, AI that freshen up the tricks. Veronica is a fantastic villain. She brings a cold, scary energy that the previous villains lacked. If you loved the first two, you will have a blast. If you thought the first two were silly, well, this one is even sillier. But hey, it's magic. Question of the day: did you predict the Charlie's twist? And do you want to see a next part of this movie? Now you see me for? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie breakdowns. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.